All right, sports fans, welcome back to You've Got to Go. It's a bit like the overlap this, when we're now just sat here coming in. You need to come out and then walk in like properly. And I'll do my little Gary Neville preamble, what's going on, what I've been up to, complain about something, United Newcastle transfer saga, all that sort of stuff. But should get into the deep stuff, the running, the important stuff, the athletics. We're a little bit late for our British Champs review, but some people have got things to be doing, like getting ready to run a 1:43. But Ben, how are we? How are we feeling after the weekend?
I'm alright. I've been better. I've been a lot worse. So yeah, it was a good weekend. The first half, and then the second half was a bad weekend.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, I wasn't there to watch, but I watched pretty much all of it, and we weren't really sure coming in after London what sort of shape you'd be in. We another couple of weeks. I actually think people underestimate how much you can actually jump in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But we weren't really sure, and then we've watched the heats, and you've looked unbelievable.
Thought I was going to win worlds at that point.
Yeah, talk us through your build up, like going into the heats night before. You chose to be in Barrow rather than in Birmingham. Nice. Just talk us through it.
Yeah, so obviously stayed at home, which was nice compared to Manchester. I mean, you've got to get an Airbnb. So yeah, parents drove up on Friday because I'm a prima donna. Get them to do the driving. I mean, it's my job at the end of the day. I've got to do these things.
100%.
So yeah, stayed at my house and then
paid rent for the night.
No, I let them off.
You cooked them dinner, or did they cook?
No, they cooked.
Okay, that's.
And then, so yeah, going into Saturday, I mean, after London, I'd say the confidence was probably at an all-time low. Because there I thought, if I run right here, there's a chance.
Yeah.
But obviously London went the way it did, and I was like, everyone seems to have ran pretty well in the 800 this year for once, which, I mean, every year we kind of say we're going to have 8 people going in with the standard, and this year I think we had 6. So yeah, it was kind of like, let's try and make the final and see. Like the heats were my final, so luckily I raced it like it was my final. So I'm British champion actually.
Just to beat Jonas.
Just to beat Jonas. No, like it was weird. Like I did my primer and I felt so easy. It was like a 25 something, but it felt like a 28. That's when you know you're like, okay, I'm going to be all right here. And just like, just didn't have any nerves. Like I just knew I'd be all right in the race. Like in the race, I was just like, even when there was a bit of a gap, I was just like, I can easily close that. Don't know why, because I had no right. Because every race I've done this year, I've just died.
Yeah.
So I had no right to think that. Just delusion.
Yeah.
But yeah, then just managed to kick hard, and then to be fair, it wasn't even that hard. I just kicked and like closed the gap and got through and was pretty happy. And then back to Barrow, straight in the ice bath, you know, all that recovery, good night's sleep. Before bed, my stomach's feeling getting a bit of indigestion here. I don't know what's gone on.
A little bit nervy. I don't get nervous.
Yeah, and I was like, it's like I've had it from the bicarb before, where you have like a carb drink after it, and like you have dinner, you're trying to have carbs, and I've overloaded the carbs a bit, I think. Yeah. So I have this like antacid thing, clear, like settles my stomach a bit, and then didn't think much of it.
Yeah.
Next day, like all fine. Wake up, feeling good. Thinking, right, today's the day I need to perform finally. And then, so again, we'll start the primer, do my primer even quicker than the day before, like 25-2.
Peaked early, peaked 25 minutes too early.
And Dave, my coach, was like, oh, what was that? And I said 25. He was like, oh, I thought it was like a 28. I was like, yeah, good. And then I'm taking my spikes off. I'm like, oh. I think I need to go to the toilet here. So I waddled over to the toilet. And
is that did it feel weird? Because in my head, when you were talking about that, all I can think of is Sport City, because British Champs.
Yeah.
It's always been there. And you know where the toilets are at Sports City. You've got the one as you come into the venue and then the one on the track. But, but then I was thinking, Birmingham.
Luckily,
last time I was there was commies, and I could not remember where you would.
They just had some portaloos on the outside track, and that's where I was. Luckily, so
did it feel weird? It's a bit like off topic, but did it feel weird being back at Birmingham running on that track to warm up?
To start with, because obviously with commies we got driven around the back straight to the warm up track, and we just had to walk in for here, so it just felt like English schools.
Okay,
but then. From the cool room to like walking out on the track, you know, where you're in between the two stands and it's like the stony bit, and you look at, I was like, where's Jamie Webb? This is commies. I was like, what's going on here?
Look at the stands, empty. Shame. Yeah, but it must have been a nice like throwback in a way, like mentally, you're like, right, this is, you know, I think running at a place where you have good memories is a like can help. But yeah, maybe it didn't in the final.
So then I was in the cool room and I was thinking, this isn't good here. And then I've had to go to the toilet again. So I've got up and I said, I'm going to the toilet. But someone has to go with you. So I'm like,
right,
well, you're going to have to come because I'm not staying here. I have to go to the toilet. And at this point, I'm like, oh no, like it's not good. And then I get onto the start line, you're like, you know what, I've dealt with this in training, everything will be fine. Like, and I'm all right, 200, I'm in a decent position, like settled into the pack. And 300, I'm like, whoa, it's quite hard this. And like, it was a bit quicker than the day before, but it wasn't anything. It was
ridiculous. Within your realm.
100%. And then, like, people started going past and the gap just kept getting bigger. And I was like, yeah, I'm done here. And I was trying as hard as I could, but I was just like, the tank was empty. And 151, I think.
It's not like a lactate thing. It's just like the body.
Like
when the body just
like I was running hard, but my body just couldn't put
everyone
any power
knows the feeling.
Like so a bit of a tough one, but it happens. Bad day to have a bad day, but could have happened in the heats, and I wouldn't have made the final. But
it was. I mean, it was a shame because I think the expectation going into the heats were low. No offense,
definitely.
But the expectation after the heats were really high. Having watched that, so it was a weird feeling of you have this little bit of a high, and I'm sure you'd have had it as well, the confidence, and then you have that in the final, and it doesn't bring you back down because there are reasons for it, and you do know you're in better shape from the heats. But it's just a bit of it's a kick in the teeth, isn't it?
I think the main thing was everyone just thought it was back-to-back days I couldn't handle, whereas I don't think that was the issue. Because I had my first full week of training the week before British Champs, 36 miles.
Mate.
So 6 days a week of running. I
genuinely think like the 2 weeks from London to Champs. Obviously London, I think racing in the first place brings you on a bit.
Yeah.
But having 2 weeks is, because I always base it off I don't know, it's very different, but that Liverpool cross country.
Yeah.
And the 2 weeks before you race in Cardiff or Milton Keynes used to be. And I always used to be rubbish in the previous one. But I knew if I was like 6th or 7th under 23 or whatever, by Liverpool, even within the 2 weeks, I knew I was so far like going to be fine. So I think people think, oh, it's 2 weeks out or you're not going to improve that much. But because you're just stacking week on week, it's the weeks before that then catch up and the fitness comes from them. So hopefully another 2 weeks or at least 10 days after Champs now, you're even better. Champs hopefully brings you on a bit, and then we go again Tuesday out in Hungary. Mate, that's the place.
Back where I was born.
Back
when my career started. I'm excited to go back and be in that stadium and just it's going to be a bit of a full circle moment.
Do you know he's in the race?
It's pretty decent. I've seen like 2 hour, a couple of Kenyans, a few more that are 143 guys. So I think it'll be decent. But
well, I hope it is. It better be.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. But so in terms of worlds, everyone knows British Champs is the world's weekend. You didn't qualify, but you can still qualify.
Yeah.
Until it's a bit confusing for most people, self included, when you're not involved in it. How can you qualify for Worlds, and what would you say like your percentage chances are of you still being able to go?
So there's like till like the 26th, I want to say. Basically, if you run the standard in there, or I don't know, you beat some people. Basically, that's when they fully decide the team. So there's still 2 places up for grabs. I mean, Tiernan, if he runs the standard, gets an automatic qualification. So he's got till the 26th to run the standard. But yeah, there's still two spaces. So if I go and run the standard or a 143, like I'd like to think I get picked, but again, like with how things are going, it could happen, or I could go and run another 151. It's so hit and miss at the moment, but I'm gradually getting better, and like I said, I can actually do more running now rather than just sessions, which I think is making a big difference.
Yeah. Well, in terms of the rest of the race, you said 6 people went in with the standard. So obviously Max, he's clear. He ran incredibly well. Fair play to him. And we were saying earlier, it was good seeing him win so comfortably to prove that being able to run a 142, it takes a cut above, your standard athlete. Everyone goes, oh, put me in the London Diamond League. I'll run 142, 143. It's like, yeah, he's done that, and he's absolutely spat on all of you at British Champs. Like, it's a different level. So, I mean, you and him both fit is an amazing head to head. But in terms of the others, obviously Ethan ran the standard at London. Justin came in with the standard. Henry came in with the standard. Callum?
Callum had the standard.
Had the standard going into it.
And then Elliot's the other one, and he did the 15.
Yeah. So we say all any of them had to do was come top 2, but you'd have probably put your chances on at least one of them with the standard coming second.
Yeah.
And having watched the heats, I personally felt Justin, yourself, Henry, and obviously Max looked the most comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Justin was going to come second. I thought Henry would be a battle for third, fourth, and then maybe Ethan just behind. But to see none of them come second, it must keep that glimmer like open for you. In terms of, yes, you didn't do what you wanted to, but no one else did their job, really.
Yeah, so in terms of my race, it was worst case scenario.
Yeah.
But then in terms of everyone else, it was kind of best case scenario.
And I was a bit surprised with some of the results. Obviously, you don't know what everyone's going through on the day, how their legs felt from the day before, but I'm sure there'll be a few of them. Obviously, like Justin said, like in his interview, he was a bit disappointed, but you still give everything you can. If at the end of the day, if you haven't got the legs, then there's nothing you can do. But yeah, it's still up for grabs, which is quite exciting, actually.
Probably the smell of me in the cool rooms made them all feel sick on the start line.
Yeah, or just the sight of you.
To be fair.
But who's your money on if 2 other people are going? Let's say it's not you, but who would, or let's say it is you and then there's one other and one reserve. Who are your 2 at the moment? Aside from Max, who's obviously...
I'd say Justin, because he ran quite a few 144s this year. He's done well at Euro Under 23s, medalled, and he came the highest out of the people with the standard. So I think it'd be tough for them not to take him. Obviously, it could all change in the next 3 weeks. And then the next place is so tough. I think just don't take anyone else. Genuinely, Ethan is probably in the best position, but he's only ran the standard once.
Yeah.
And it was at London, which little asterisks.
Yeah.
I can say that because I was in the race.
You won't be happy with that. No, Henry's run it in a heat, which is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But you feel like he just needed a little more. He just needed to beat a couple of them.
I think that's the issue. With Henry and Callum, they were just too far back. Because how can you argue that you should pick those 2 over the others when they've beaten them on the day that it matters?
Yeah.
Because that's what championship running is.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult one. I mean, would be fun if they just turned around and say, "Yeah, we're just taking Max."
Poor Max, he's gonna get how many friends out there.
I said that to him. I was like, "Yeah, you fancy Tokyo by yourself?"
Everyone else looking after Max. Oh, bless him. Yeah, that's pretty much the 800 Men, I feel like we'll cover some of the other races. What do you want to start with?
I mean, Georgia Bell.
Yeah,
I think
go on the 800 women then, mate. Surely her Keeley's a 1-2. It just depends what the order is at Worlds.
Yeah,
I'd bet a lot on it.
Is she going to double up? Because it's doable.
Is it? I don't know what
Apparently
the schedule's like, but
yeah.
I think she's got that endurance anyway that I just don't think it would probably phase her.
Yeah.
But realistically, she's got to know she's not going to win the 15. Yeah. I don't. Well, okay, yes, you have the belief, but
faith.
If you're being honest, yeah, faith is the goat. Yeah. She knows she can win that 800. Obviously, if Keeley is in Paris shape, you're not going to. But you know,
the thing is, Georgia's going to know more than us what's going on with Keeley.
Yeah.
So
do you think that creates a little? Do you want to create a little tension there?
I think we'll see in Tokyo if one beats the other.
Yeah, but I think if they race each other, which I'm sure they will, I genuinely think it'll be like 1-2 either way.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's for Trevor to deal with. And Jenny,
Trevor's going to be with one, Jenny's going to be with the other.
Yeah. Walking them to the cool room, one with, and then I don't know, they have anyone else in the women's 8. Arabella can go with them, but yeah, it's a luxury position to be in, isn't it? And she looked so comfortable in the champs, like just another level. And then Gemma, good to see Gemma go again.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I love Gemma. Like Gemma's great, and I love her, but you just know, like, as soon as it gets to the last 100 and she's at the front, you're just waiting for everyone to come past, and it's like
she needs to try something different. I think,
yeah, maybe she was doing it to make sure she goes to Worlds, which
I think it was smart to do, because the way she runs that, two people aren't beating her.
But it's just like it's happened a lot now.
Yeah.
And I still think she's one of the best 800-meter runners in the world, but
just chill out on the first lap.
Yeah, please, Gemma, please.
We're in no position to.
Yeah. How many world champs have I been to in the Olympics? Yeah, and I'm telling her what to do. but yeah, it's glad to see her go. And then they had Abby in third. Got a few messages from Barnacle the day before, being like, you need to say you've got to go to Abby, because
she got the standard.
She's run 1:59.
Yeah,
but I don't know if she has.
She ran it at Euros as well, didn't she?
Yeah, she ran.
So that must be a dodgy track as well.
Yeah, and she ran it in Ireland, which is obviously a dodgy track. You know about that one. So Will keeps saying, "Yeah, you need to get Abby on the pod," and Abby keeps going.
We don't have women on the pod.
Yeah, does she not know that?
So
but yeah, well done to Abby. And then you obviously had Izzy in fourth, so another little training partner clash there, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, that was a good standard, that race. Like, obviously Georgia is comfortably ahead, and obviously you would have Keeley in it, but women's 800s in a decent position. And
then Phoebe as well in the mix. Imagine it could be.
And you have got a couple of the 15, like Erin and stuff. Erin, our biggest hater, can drop down if she can do either. But should we go on to the 15s?
Yeah.
Men's Clash of the Titans.
Clash.
Oh my!
Very nearly a clash.
Two of the best still photos I've ever seen. When you see Neil's face, like, what the hell is this guy trying next to me? And you got Elliot's face, which is just a face of pain and lactic and like arms flailing everywhere, doesn't know what he's doing with his body. But bit of deja vu, wasn't it? Coming down that home straight and people trying to come past Elliot. I guess in athletics, it's good to not make it easy, but then running into another lane to stop someone coming past is a little bit too far.
The thing is, I don't know how he's not been disqualified.
He's taken the Max Verstappen route there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think this is my exact point. If Neil doesn't win, Elliot's disqualified, surely.
Yeah.
And if Neil goes down, he's disqualified. So should it really change
the outcome? Shouldn't change the consequence.
Like, if if you're dangerous driving in F1, if you're swerving, regardless as if you cause a collision, you can get a penalty. And it feels a bit of the same sort of scenario, because obviously I'm glad to see Elliot come second and he's going to go Wells and everything, but like, at the end of the day, you can't do that. Like, You can't. Like imagine Neil gets taken out and injures himself or hurts himself, I think Neil was very polite about it. Had he not won, I'd have liked to have seen his reaction.
The thing is that I've seen Elliot after the race,
yeah,
and he's just gone, yeah, I don't know what I was doing. That's on me. Like,
no,
he apologized to Neil straight away. Like,
no, and Elliot is a good guy. Like, he's not meant, but
it's one of those things. It just happens, and then you're like, why have I done that?
Yeah. But it made for good drama, didn't it?
So good.
And you just like, there's some people, who just don't have a like. If you told me who's gonna cause an incident or something in that race, I'm scrolling through it, going Tom Keane culprit number 1, Elliot Giles culprit number 2. Like sometimes there's just some people who you like know if you're overtaking, you take a wider line, or you don't even try to go up on the inside of like. I mean, that was Josh Kerr last year. Josh should know you don't try and go on the inside of Elliot, like, because some people just have more of a presence and, you know, take up more space than it looks. But
do you think if it wasn't Elliot, Neil would have started swinging? Do you reckon if it was you and he knows he could take you?
Mate, he came on the pod with good mates. He wouldn't have had an issue. I'd have also been more than happy to come second and go well. Yeah. But I think Elliot apologising was like, very good of him, and at the end of the day, the right person won. Yeah. So it saved any drama that could have been. Yeah. It was quite funny.
Did you see the Noah Lyles Kenny one?
That was drama.
The fact they've had to stand next to each other and do the interview after.
I can't wait to see them on the 4x1 when one of them drops the baton and the other one comes over and just knocks him out.
You're grown adults, guys. Come on.
And Kenny, you've won the 100.
Yeah.
Well, like, is it that big of a deal? Like, I know their egos.
It's because he stared him out, didn't he? It's like,
but Kenny made a good point. He's like, well, I didn't see Noah in 100, so
yeah.
But it's just childs, aren't they? Like, just grow up, lads. Like, you're both in an all right position here. Like, save that for September. You know?
Yeah. Women's 15.
No, I think we need to talk a bit more about the men's 15.
Oh, go
on. Sam Charry coming third.
Yeah,
massive result. Almost a breakthrough run. To be
honest,
really good performance.
He's had a breakthrough year, I'd say.
Yeah, it's one of those. Everyone goes, "Yeah, the men's 15." Oh, it's stacked. And then you see the.
I'm doing it next year.
You see the line of the final. I'm thinking, 2 years in a row here. It's not a walk in the park, because first of all, you got to be there. You got to turn up on the day, and you do have to beat, both Elliot and Neil, who are Olympians, like, in their own right. So yes, it's hard, but on paper, when you go 2-3 weeks before champs and you list the possible lineup, mate, it's just falling through 2 years in a row now.
Tough for Jake Whiteman, I'd add.
Yeah, tough for Jake. Having said that, I've got a little bone to pick with Jake. Posting a video of you doing hill sprints on the Monday, the day after the final of British Champs, not for me, Jake. Because you're just showing everyone you're running fine. And I know he was ill, and it's obviously the build up into the week can ruin the week as well. But I thought a few people might see that and be like, why is he showing everyone he's doing hill sprints the day after the final of British Champs? But
yeah, he said he was jogging. But
I've never seen Jake jog in his life. But I do hope he's all right. And, like, mate, his luck is...
it's like the one time his body, like his muscles and everything are finally happy to race, and you get something like that. It's just...
Yeah, it's so tough. I'm hoping he gets the spot. Like, it'd be so good to see.
Well, George has said he's just focusing on the 5.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. But in terms of the men's 15s, we'll touch on the heats. Probably one of the biggest talking points of the weekend as well. 2 heats, the 4, 4, and 4. I'm telling you, it's an absolute disgrace.
Get it out of the sport.
It's so bad.
Although it did help Molly get through to the final.
Okay, keep it in for the women.
Yeah.
But it's an absolute disgrace. And I saw Callum's interview afterwards, Callum Elson, and he hit the nail. It's not fair across 2 heats having a 4, 4, and 4. Like, especially when there's
saying that you don't need to run 3:48.
That's the other side of it. But if you want the most balanced final of the best runners from each heat, it should have been 5, 5, and 2.
6 and 6.
Or 6 and 6. But if you're going to have fastest losers, you can't have 33% of the final being fastest losers, because you know they're going to come in heat 2. And I remember we had the same at. I feel like I've always been in heat 1. And I remember under 20s remember when Josh and I ran that like 51 last lap to qualify and then mess ourselves up for the final. Commies, it was like a 51 last lap because we were heat 1. So yes, at the end of the day, you still have to come top 4. That's your job. You know what you've got to do. But it does feel, and I know how he feels, it's a bit, you feel hard done by. Having said that, 3:48, like, the onus is on someone in that race to make it quicker. Like, it doesn't have to be a 3:35.
But saying that, heat 2, the guy that made it quick, Joe Wigfield, didn't get through.
Yeah, I know. It's mad how that happens though. You see people front running all these other national champs, and it looks easy. I think it's something about the UK, mate. Like, why is it the UK just is always so tactical and slow? It's like they're running 3:30 in America. It just doesn't make sense.
So I've seen Tom Keane on the Sunday, and we were talking about the heats, and he's gone, yeah, I had no idea Joe didn't get through. I don't know if Joe heard him, but after the heat, he's gone to Joe, oh, cheers for that, Joe.
Oh no, Tom, you're such a meme, mate.
And Joe's come 9th and not got through for the listeners at home.
Well, he was right to say thanks because he did pacing.
Yeah, but Tom's like, he only realised when he got home, and he was like, oh no, like,
mate, it's not the first time Tom Keane said that.
Imagine Tom Keane says that to you after you've just come 9th after leading everyone.
Mate, not happening.
I'm headbutting him.
You can't headbutt Tom Keane. He's too nice.
I'm hoping Joe just didn't hear him, and he's only hearing it now. So sorry, Tom, I've dobbed you in.
But yeah, it wasn't right, but it also did make for quite good viewing. And like, I think Fog Dog, that's one of the biggest scalps out in the heats.
Yeah,
like that I can remember watching British Champs 15. He'll be kicking himself a bit,
but he's got to know he hasn't got a kick.
Yeah, that's the thing. Surely you are able to run a bit quicker and feel confident.
I guess watching it back, he did go a bit earlier, didn't he?
Yeah, but it does. You know, after the first lap, if it has to be a little bit quicker. And I'm not saying you've got to go and drop a 56 in the middle, but I think the only difference nowadays with champs is the guys at the top are pretty much the same, but those guys in the heats from places 4 to sort of 10, that general standard has improved a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe, I think when I first did it, like the 3, it was like obviously, like, I think it was myself, Neil, and George. And then there was clearly like a good 3 or 4 second gap in PBs to the rest. Whereas now, yes, you have your 3:30 sort of group 1 or 2, but then that 3:34 to sort of 3:38 is a lot more clustered. So there's a lot more people capable within 1 or 2 seconds of each other. And I think mentally going in as having a PB maybe 1 second quicker than someone is very different than having a 4 or 5 second PB. So I think that probably plays a bit of a part into the tacticalness of the men's 15 at the moment. But if you're Callum and Fog Dog, you're kicking yourself a bit.
If you're good enough to get through, you get through.
Yeah,
that's what I say about heats.
Yeah, but it makes a good talking point, but I'm not sure it's quite the correct one. But I admire the way they went about it, like the honesty, the upfrontness. Like, yeah, I think they're right to call out the 4, 4, and 4, but then Callum at the end of the day was very open in saying just didn't have the legs.
Well, last year it was different. Even in the men's 8, it was 3, 3, and 3.
Yeah,
and they've changed it to 2, 2, and 2, and 2.
Yeah.
Top 2 and 2.
No one's going to understand what you just said.
It's top 2 and then 2 fastest.
Yeah.
No, top 2 and then 3 fastest because there's 9 in the final.
Yeah.
But we had the top 3 from each heat anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, just change it.
Yeah.
Fastest loser just gives you such an advantage if you're in the last heat.
It does. But yeah, best be in the last heat then.
Yeah.
Women's 15, mate.
Laura Muir doing it.
Well,
doing it for us injured athletes.
Shock of the championship. That Sarah Calvert coming on the outside, just giving it everything.
She looked awful, but she was moving the quickest, and that's all that matters.
The amount of awful forms you see winning races. Exactly. Maybe we need to change things up a bit.
It's not working for me.
It was unbelievable. Just like you had Laura coming on the inside and then Sarah on the outside, and it was just like, amazing.
And Molly Hudson coming around the bend.
Oh yeah, around the top bend. Yeah. Out of shot. But no, fair play to Molly. Made her first final,
flying past some other American athletes. So good to see.
That's good for Molly. The American battles at the back of the pack.
Exactly. Yeah.
But no, making a final shouldn't be
first ever British final.
Yeah, for her. Very good. Even turning up to Champs is better than Sammy. So
she's got a great coach.
Yeah. Well, now she's back in the UK. She must be being coached by someone with a bit about them. Can't be you. But yeah, great to see Laura. It's just nice to see someone who's very nice do well.
Doing what I couldn't.
Yeah, and up the inside, a bit of like my sort of textbook move there.
Yeah.
So fair play to Laura, who, well, Sarah hasn't got the standard.
Is she not? No,
I don't think so.
Reve was third.
And
has the standard.
Reve will go, but then Georgia will go if she wants to go.
True.
So that can be a little.
Erin's not got the standard.
I'm not sure. Probably.
And where was she? Fourth.
Yeah, but then if again, that's too many in M11 now, because if Georgia doesn't want to do it, then there might be a space.
Well,
for
she hasn't got the standard anyway.
But she might have standard.
I guess if Sarah goes and runs the standard in the next 3 weeks, she's automatically.
I mean, we don't want Erin to go. She'll probably just make a TikTok about us or something, and if she does go,
stick this on your TikTok.
Erin, if you do go, all you're going to do is sit in the stands watching Keely and Georgia win goals, and you're just going to be crying with a flag and make a TikTok about it.
No, she'll be watching Sarah win it with all the Irish fans.
Sarah Healy, yeah. But so hope you don't make it, Erin. But no, fair play. But it's
good to see her do the 15. I think she's more of a 15 runner than 8 runner. I think.
You reckon?
Yeah. When she stays on her feet.
I think it's hard for Erin because she's very good at both.
Very good.
But then she's got Georgia, her teammate, who's better, and then Keely, her teammate, who's better. So she's literally like got just
great training partners.
I mean, mate, that group to have like Erin, Sarah, Georgia, mate, Trevor's going to be half of the women's 1500 final at Tokyo, isn't he?
Yeah.
So yeah, fair play to them. 5Ks. I mean,
Josh Kerr, too easy.
Again,
shame you can't do over the 100 though, Josh, isn't it? See you next year.
Yeah, shame he's been scarred from the A, so he thought I'll go to the 5 and stay away from all the big boys, stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
But it was a bit of a procession, and again, it's good to see someone who's that good just show how much better they are than everyone, and like just to prove that, this guy is one of the best, if not the best in the world. And, he's proven it there. Like Rory, fair play, good bit of guts on the bloke to take it on. I think he probably did that knowing what Josh was going to do, but it was almost to try and just let me get a medal in here and just hang on. But to have the guts to know you're going to be hurting like crazy with like 400 to go, knowing people will be hunting you down, is scary. So
if I didn't watch it, what happened?
Rory's just gone with like a mile to go and dropped like a 60 to wind it up. Josh is the only one who's gone with him, just sat on his shoulder. Gap of maybe 30-40 meters has opened up because the wheelers are pathetic, mate. The wheelers,
great fish tanker,
mate. They talk all of this talk. Will Barnacote as well, mate. Like, you've just seen Rory go. Surely you're thinking, Rory's my competition here. I want to beat Rory. I let Rory out of my sights every race I do, but I know I'm getting him on the line, and I know I will.
You can afford to let him go, but they can't.
But like, okay, maybe let it go to 10, 15 meters because you don't want to drop a 60. Maybe drop a 61, 62.
They just get it back in totally 2 laps.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Henry's tried to pull it up. Henry's sort of pace made the others. Will sat on Henry's shoulder because Will, Henry doesn't want to lose to Will. Will doesn't want to lose to Henry. It's a bit of like their own rivalry there. And then Jack Kavanagh, fair play to him, last lap has thought, nah, I'm doing this. He's just sent it.
Really?
Got a gap, and then he's managed to come to close up to Rory and then come past him last 100 to take second, and Rory's taken third. But yeah, and then you see Barnicoat like sprinting last 50 meters
for fourth place.
Yeah, to close the gap to within a second. And it's like, mate, too little, too late. But I'm only joking, Will and the Wheelers, but still, like,
you're not. Oh yeah,
Wheelers grow up like that. I've messaged them afterwards. I was like, didn't fancy going with it. They were like, no, we got caught up and then missed it, and then I guess. Yeah,
they are split decisions, aren't they?
Everyone's working harder than it looks on TV, but it was a missed opportunity for a couple of them. But I'm not going to lose sleep. The Wheelers not getting a medal at British Champs. It's only right. It would bring down the overall quality of British Champs. The Wheelers getting medals. But yeah, good to see Josh Kerr's in shape. He's going to be up there, isn't he? For 15, that cockiness is about to come out again, isn't it? Yeah. So that's good to see. And yeah, Rory, fair play. Like, he raced it probably the only way he could get a medal, and he got a medal.
Yeah.
So, women's 5K,
friend of the show.
Oh, mate,
what a performance,
mate! After last year being so close and missing out, she has torn it up this year. Like, I'm sure Luke was.
It's in the genes.
Yeah. What's it, Hannah? What's the phrase? The Sydney. Is that what you're going off?
Oh,
not the Sydney Sweeney. Have you not seen that?
Who's that?
The Sydney Sweeney advert that's getting loads of hate with the something like, she's got good genes, play on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hannah Nuttall clearly does have good genes.
So you're comparing Hannah Nuttall to Sydney Sweeney?
No, you just did.
We'll see how that goes down with our third host, Hannah's brother.
She stole all the good genes from Luke. No, I thought you were making a joke.
No,
it just went straight over your head.
No, I just meant because her and Luke both perform when it matters.
Yeah, well, that we'll go back to that. Yeah, that was but yeah, fair play to Hannah, like, to do that after London. And remember, running 5Ks isn't easy. Like, to come back and do that 2 weeks later, to get up for it after London being such a high, inevitably there's a little bit of a come down, and then you've got to go again, and the pressure's on. But no, fair play to her. And then Ines,
third,
who's just got gold.
Yeah, shout out Ines.
Under 20s, like, she runs a lot, but
she
she's
must
very
have
good.
Gone in a boat or something now, was it?
Yeah, how did she get to Finland, actually?
Must have swam, actually.
Because, I mean, she had champs, on the weekend, and it's within the same week, so she's done well to swim there and then win.
Yeah, and she's doing the 3K. No, all jokes aside. Well done, Ines.
Yeah, well done. I'm glad you were able to go to under 20s.
Yeah,
and win.
It feels like so long ago.
Will she go to Tokyo?
Yeah, I think so. Why would she not? She went to Peru.
Bullet train to Tokyo. Bullet trains in Japan. Yeah,
Who's it in second? India Weir.
India Weir.
Just joined.
She's just joined Team
Macau.
Macau.
I think it's Mako.
I was asking Sam about it because I hadn't heard about her. She's been in America.
Yeah. Came
back and she's been coached by Hobdul for a little bit of a while now. And she's just been getting better and better. And showed it there. So fair play to her.
Because I didn't know who she was, and I had a little look. I was like, oh, she's just joined them. That's good timing.
Yeah. No, but she's been in the background for a bit of time now. It's not she's done that.
Good time to announce it though.
Yeah, it was good for their.
They must
good for their social media page.
Do you reckon if she'd have had a bad pre-race session, they'd have not announced it till after champs? But you've
got to say fair play to Hobdul for knowing she was in that shape. Get the deal done. Get it in before British champs. But yeah, again, it was another bit of a bit of a burn up, decent race. He had Alex Almy in 5th, come back from America, which fair play, like still be running, like competing after a long season. So they did all right. And then steeplechase, mate. Good to see a couple goats go at it. Zach and Phil, and then you had Mark Pierce as well. But I just enjoyed watching it. I just watch it and I can just see Zach Seddon, and then I just picture him like in life. And you just laugh.
Mate, I was trying to get zoned in before my race, and he was warming down.
He's just so funny.
And I went, "Oh yeah, congrats on the kid, by the way." And he went, "Oh yeah, cheers, that was all right." I was just like, "What?"
I didn't realise he was running. He ran really well.
Yeah.
And so did Phil. So yeah.
And from what I've heard, he's not really doing much training, just vibes
he didn't
in
run
it.
that slowly though.
No,
it was quite quick.
Well, I think he raced 3 days after his child's birth in Finland.
That was just an excuse for him to get out of the house. Yeah. So well done, Zach. You're one of our favourite characters on camp and at races or whatever. And then women's Elise championship record. Good day for Helen.
Yeah.
As coach, New Balance coach, to have Hannah and Elise both qualify for Worlds like comfortably as well.
Yeah.
Both come back with gold. Like, fair play to Helen, second best coach in the UK.
Yeah, behind me.
No, where? God, that's a good little question. That who's your top 5 coaches in the UK on the spot?
Dave Reagan.
Proper
he has
coach.
to be. He has to be.
No, okay.
He coached the first British 800 medalist since 1987.
Oh, mate.
And he's
not blowing your own.
And he did that with me. That's how impressive it is.
Okay. Like, okay, fine. You can have Dave. Who else are you having? Not many names springing to mind.
Trev and Jenny.
You're not going to say Chris and Sonia?
Yeah, I'm going to. But they're already in my top 5, so I'm just thinking who I'm going to.
Okay.
Trevor and Jenny got to be in there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he literally won Coach of the Year as Sports Personality. It literally doesn't get bigger. But
yeah. Chris and Sonia.
Yeah.
I think for what they've been able to do with Henry this year.
And just love in general.
Previous years, like, yeah. Just PB's left, right and centre.
Yeah.
Like, that Hobdell seems alright, but I don't really know much about it. Just seems to be double threshold. So,
yeah, you love a bit of the double threshold stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Just woke nonsense, really.
Yeah. You got to train with Rory though, so
to be fair, the picture of him in the suit, that's cold.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's cold.
Charlie McCarthy must have seen that and thought, "This is perfect. I'm going to rinse this." But I was thinking then Helen just from the weekend.
Helen, she's turned it around at New Balance. To be fair, probably this time last year was
done a lot better than Steve Vernon's ever done. Hey,
saw Steve at the weekend.
Get a word in.
Yeah, well, I cried and said, "Can you come back, Steve? My life's gone downhill since you've left."
Tell me about it. Yeah, Steve, come back.
He said Max said the same. And I went, "Hang on, Max's life's got so much better since you've left."
Oh dear, yeah, I've not seen Steve too long. You're not throwing Yates in there.
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
I would class him as an Italian coach.
Okay, yeah,
because he wasn't there.
One of the top Italian coaches.
He wasn't there at British Champs.
Is he not?
No, he was in Italy for Italian Champs.
He's probably banned though, isn't he? So.
Yeah, true.
No,
John Big honourable mention. It's always good to have him down at the track.
Yeah, he's an unsung hero of a camp, isn't he?
Stepney Dan, great on the bike. If I could have one person say I was in world record shape, and they said, right, forget the rules, you can have one person on the bike. Stepney Dan. Yeah. See, for me, he's more of a taxi driver, not a coach. So that's his sort of limitation for me. Hey, few coaches out there. Yeah, but I'm sure I've forgotten some, so I do apologise. But
nah, Lewis Moses, new levels.
Yeah, true.
He's useful to have down the track. Actually, he brings a slightly different.
Matt Long.
Yeah, new to the group.
Paul.
Underrated.
Right,
getting a bit sidetracked here. Yeah, that's pretty much British champs, though, isn't it? Anything
sprints? Don't really care.
I'll tell you what. This is my injured hat on. Seeing Amy Hunt win, having known her for quite a while now, and having seen all the injuries she went through.
You hate to see it, really, don't you?
It was nice to see. Like, it's nice to see people who have had such a hard time come back and do so well, because it also gives you a bit of confidence.
She hadn't PB'd since like 2,200 days or something.
It was ridiculous.
In the 200.
And yeah, so she soaked it in, and fair enough. Dobson in
a bit
4.
too much, man, but
yeah, I that was my.
We'll let women be women.
Yeah, Dobson in the 4 is in world class shape. He's going to do something silly.
Jeremiah and Zarnell having a little bit of beef in the 100. Did you see that?
Well, you've got to have. If there's no beef in the 100, then you're not doing it correctly, are you?
Sad to see Daryl false start in the 100, but it was good for Amy, I guess. So,
yeah, I guess it's part of it, isn't it? Like, yeah. You see, Reece Prescott has retired. That's a fairly early retirement. Obviously, he was here quite a bit. It's always when you have a big name here, it's always a bit like not intimidating, but it's cool to know that all the big names are in Loughborough. Like, I remember seeing on Loughborough scenes once someone had got a selfie with him in Powerbase, and it was like Team GB athlete.
Just sprint or isn't it? We'll never have that, will we?
Yeah, no, never. But yeah, so that's a shame. Congrats on a good career.
Yeah.
I guess. But American champs. Oh dear, we know where to start.
It's utter woke nonsense. A 16-year-old has just matched my PB and he's jogged it. The game's gone. And I feel sick. So I've just ran 151 at British Champs. I'm feeling sorry for myself. And I thought, stick this athletics on. It'd be a good watch. And I see a 16-year-old run exactly my PB. And he's...
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Fair play.
It's unbelievable. And the way he did it, that last lap was just that last 100. But if you asked 100 people, how old is this bloke?
Yeah.
He's not 16.
I didn't look like that at 16.
If he came from another part of the world, a lot of people would be saying he's not 16. Yeah. So, I don't know, we can, obviously, I'm sure he is. But it's amazing how just because he's from America.
The thing is, even if he's not 16, it's an unbelievable time. Doesn't matter.
Age is just...
Any age.
It's silly. And then the rest of that team, Brazier, that's my comeback king. He's my new favourite athlete in the sport.
Really? Well,
if he can come back like that.
I shared a lane with him at London and I said, it's great to see you back, mate. He said, thanks. But then he decided to run on the middle of the lane and not give me any space. So,
yeah,
cheers, Donovan.
I like him even more.
Cheers, now. Donovan. I was going to run 144 if it wasn't for that. No, so good to see him back.
It's so good. And it's good for the sport as well. Like, you see a lot of people posting stuff about it.
I've heard rumours he's not even tried bicarb yet.
Well, just you wait.
So,
and it's good to see him talk about flags, saying, he doesn't need to do that many miles. So, yeah, fair play to him. And then men's 15. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Every top 15 runner in the world has celebrated.
Yeah.
Seeing Nagoose not make it, but
other than Nagoose.
Yeah, and maybe the rest of the on team he trains with. But that was a shock.
Yeah. Go from Olympic bronze to not making the team
it's that American trials is so cutthroat.
Fully fit as well. He didn't have any issues that we know of. He's had a great season so far.
And he's an amazing runner. So that was a shock.
Like Josh Hoey, the same in the men's 8. Around 142.0 and 329 this year, and he's not made the team.
Well, I mean, Hockey didn't even win.
Both
the Olympic champ. So it's just.
Well, I think he didn't win the 15.
Well, yeah, but I think the American trials are that intense. If you do qualify for Worlds, I almost feel like they'll all go into Worlds and they're like, this is so much easier.
Yeah.
So I think that's why they often do very well, because they've had that experience in such a pressure cooker, such a tough environment that,
it's crazy that it's just top 3.
it's so brutal. But the standard's so good. Like Ethan Strand didn't messed up NCAA's a bit.
Yeah.
And then he comes back and does that after a full NCAA season.
Just been to altitude for the first time. Interesting.
Mate, it's nuts. And then Cole Hocker then comes back, wins the 5. Good little stat this. He had the second fastest last lap out of every middle distance event behind
16-year-old.
But to do that in the 5.
I can't pronounce his surname.
Yeah.
Cooper and
it's almost like it's a bit like Greek.
Luke House or something.
I don't know. It comes across a bit like.
You should probably learn the name. Actually,
you're gonna have to learn it.
You're gonna have to
when he comes past you in that last 100.
No chance.
But yeah, and then Hocker, Fisher, like, mate, it's
Nico.
That's such a good team.
I was watching it live actually, and Hocker. I don't know if you saw it, but Nico kicked and Hocker didn't go with it. It was a bit of a gap. And I was with my parents, and they were like, "Oh, Hocker's gone." I went, "Hocker's won this race with 400 to go." He was off the screen. You could just tell.
Yeah.
Like he hadn't kicked yet. His legs were still looking good.
But he goes up the inside, and he gets away with it every single time.
He can't keep getting away with it.
He can't. Josh Kerr, if you're listening to this right now, don't let him up the inside this year.
Josh Kerr must be thinking, I tried it at British Champs last year.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, maybe he just comes through so quickly that like he's already in front of you before you can do anything about it.
Problem is, people come off the bend and they move out.
Yeah, because
it just happens
every time. Every time he's come on the inside, people have been coming past on the outside.
Yeah,
and everyone's first thought is always look outwards.
Doing Elliot.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably helped him that he seems to time it perfectly well with.
Yeah.
I remember, was it 2 years ago? I remember when Mills was coming down the home straight in first, and was it Elliot was coming on the outside, or Josh Kerr? So he moved over to stop them, and then Neil came on the inside and then won.
Neil loves it as well, doesn't
so it always
Neil and Hocker.
You need to time it. You need to just know these things. But fair play to Hocker. It's almost like he's an Olympic gold medalist and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So, and then the women's 5K.
Shelby Houlihan.
Yeah.
Bad
for the sport.
Bad for the sport.
We don't care. We'll say it. Say it as it is.
You've been banned. She's clearly been training while she's been banned. She was doing road races, which is disgusting.
But Americans don't seem to have the same problem with it.
No.
If you did that in the
Justin
UK,
Gatlin, he got banned twice, and it's.
They all celebrate Lance Armstrong still. It's
so do you, mate.
But it's just like they just seem to. It doesn't hit the same in America. I think you get all these people taking steroids in the NFL and stuff, and they get like a 7-week ban.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I think the UK culture, you're victimised. You'd be out the sport.
We're working class, aren't we? We like to get it done properly.
It was a shame to see, actually.
Because someone's missed out there, haven't they?
Yeah,
on the spot, which it's a shame, but she served
her
time, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm sure she's getting tested a lot.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't come back with any positives or if she doesn't have any burritos or anything, then I'm sure she'll be all right. So yeah, I think it's been a lot to catch up on there.
Yeah, women's 800, obviously I think Mo didn't get through the heats or semis or whatever.
Yeah.
And Addison Wiley, I think it is, who's probably the favourite going into it. She probably would have made top 3, but she was fading down the home straight, got tripped. Obviously not top 3, not in the team. So yeah.
It just is cutthroat. Unfortunately, that's the sport. Like you always feel hard done by, but you also kind of know that's the way it is.
That's why they're so good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
But yeah, that's pretty much all from us. You're racing Tuesday.
Yeah.
We're going to see Luke this weekend. I'm going to see Luke this weekend.
Shout out to Luke, who's made the para team officially.
Yeah, he has. So, maybe I'll try and get a pod in with him. Maybe.
Yeah.
Chat a bit about that and what he's up to at the moment. Just working man, working hard.
Yeah. And you've got a pretty exciting week coming up, a pretty complex week, some would say.
Yeah. Monday is D-Day, I guess. After all these months, after 2 years now, I'm getting surgery with the GOAT, Professor James Calder,
Let's
down
hope
in
he's the
London.
GOAT.
Let's hope he's the GOAT. He's going to be the GOAT in my eyes until I wake up and he says, "Yeah, you can do it." But
Wrong foot.
yeah. So this is what I got emailed today: confirmation of admission for surgery. So this is essentially what I'm having, which I mean, it might be in another language for all I know. It's the first word that threw me off a bit. Complex procedure, great. To midfoot or hindfoot with autogenous bone graft, osteotomy / fusion, plus minus tendon transfers / fixation.
Plus minus, just if they fancy it.
I'm just sure that that's sort of like, if there's anything in the way, they move it, sort it all out. But yeah, the complex procedure to midfoot or hindfoot with the autogenous bone graft was a little bit scary. I don't think I've really thought about the surgery too much. I think I've been away in France, living it up, living my poggy life on the bike, having fun. And I wanted to have a bit of fun before having this because I know it's going to be a long road back. But I think it's not dawned on me the severity of it. And this is essentially, you wake up from the surgery and you're hoping he's going to go, yeah, it was good. It all went well.
Yeah.
Now you this, and this. But you might wake up and they might go, we struggled. We had to do this and this. We're not fully sure.
We've had to cut it off.
Yeah, I've woken up without a foot. So I'll be joining Luke. But how quickly could I understand it? But so it is a little bit scary. But at the end of the day, I also want to do it because I need it to be done.
I was going to say, like, when I had my heart stuff, I didn't really think about how scary it was until afterwards.
Yeah.
And I was like, because you're so desperate to get it done.
Exactly.
Because you're counting down the days because you need it, you want it, so then you can restart the process. But then you almost look back and you're like, oh, like, I probably should have been a bit more nervous for that. But
yeah, I know. And I don't want to, I've not really spoken about it loads or stressed about it, because the more you stress, the more anxious you get and the more
you're getting it done either way. There's no point stressing about it.
Exactly. So that's Monday. And then as with Jelani, the GOAT, the psychologist, we've planned life part 2, the new chapter. We call it chapter 2. So that'll be a long road, and I think it'd be quite nice to try and document a bit of it with You've Got to Go.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be good to see.
Gives me something to do, and it will be a long road back. The goal is to try and do one continuous 5K by the end of the year.
Yeah,
that's the goal. I've been told roughly 4 months, but I always say, knowing me, it's going to be worse.
You'd prefer to for it to take 5 months, 6 months, but it be just that.
Yeah.
Rather than 4 months.
Yeah.
A couple other months, something else happens.
Exactly. So. And I know there's going to be issues on the way back. I know I'm going to get sore shins.
You're going to get shin splints.
I know I'm going to get sore quads. I know all of that's going to happen. I've dealt with all of that before. So in some ways, I know what I'm dealing with, but
I feel like
it's going through it again.
The time of year as well, like, it's going to be winter. Yeah. So you're not going to be thinking, oh, if I just do a run now, risk it, my shin's a little bit sore.
Yeah.
Like, because I can potentially race. Like, you're not going to be thinking like that.
No.
It's going to literally just be bigger picture.
Yeah.
Just make the right decisions each day. And
for sure. It is literally it's a day-by-day thing, and there's a lot of days until next year, so I've got time to play with, but doesn't make it any less scary and nerve-wracking. But
you'll be back running before you know it.
Just some things we got to do in life, and just got to soldier on and persevere, and hopefully this bad boy, I'll be able to do that without being in pain.
I was thinking the other day, like, because the hole was already there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it would have happened at some point in your career anyway.
I personally think, and I've flirted this idea with a few of the staff and physio, etc., and they haven't said no, but I think because I think it's a force thing.
Yeah.
And now being, 7-8 kilos heavier, stronger, the force going through this part of the foot is a lot more.
Right.
And I think that's just tweaked it a bit. And then obviously hurting it in that isometric, that is purely force, all going through that point. And now the most painful feeling I can get is, I can even show the fans, is when I go onto that, like, I mean, you can't see my foot, but that, like,
still up on the table,
like that movement, like through the ball into the toe of the foot, like that.
So that running movement,
literally when you push off on every foot, and that's and it's mad. Like that is the same feeling as it was,
the day you did it
3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got to the bottom of it. I'm getting it worked on. They know what to do. Yeah. Hopefully they can do it.
Because what I was thinking was that it's almost this year, like you were similar return to run as me.
Yeah.
So I think it's probably good it happened when it did. Like it would have been tough because obviously you're a 15 runner. Yeah. I'm struggling to run 8s. So to get in 15 shape would have been a big ask.
Would have been really hard.
So if you'd have done that, and then next year you'd have been in the gym doing some speed, then it could have gone.
Yeah.
At least you've almost done it in one hit.
Yeah.
Rather than delaying it an extra year. That's what I was thinking.
I think, and I've said to us, talking to Josh about this, because obviously we've both been through the ring at Lay a bit, both been through the ring of injuries in the last few years, and it's almost felt like it was always going to end this way, always going to end with a big surgical procedure. I didn't know what it was going to be on with all the issues I've had, but it almost feels like this is the line in the sand.
Yeah.
And I've had little lines, but nothing definitive. And hence why, like, speaking to Johnny stuff, it's like, this is, close the book here, open a new one Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
And we go from there. I think especially with everything else being in Loughborough, now being in a house, living like here, and everything else going on, and people move Loughborough, leave on, everyone else lives their own life, and it's like, this is my opportunity to start my new life part 2, and hopefully get a couple good 1500 meter runs within that.
Commonwealth Games is where it all began.
What can I say? Next year's the fairy tale to be at Birmingham 4 years after.
It's sickening that is 4 years next year.
I think as soon as you've done 4 years as a top level athlete, that proves that you're not young. You've done a 4-year cycle. So
I think what proves we're not young is 16-year-olds running more fast. In my heats at British Champs, I was someone born in 2006 and someone born in 2007.
Yeah, so we're not young. So I hate it when people keep telling us you're still young, you got plenty of years. Perspective, we're not 16.
But then you look at someone like Habs, 31 world lead running PBs.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure about him. So.
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to make you feel better, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, thanks everyone for listening or watching. Please like, subscribe if you're still at this moment.
5 stars and all that.
5 stars on Spotify. I liked your little plug on Activate the Burners.
Yeah.
You must be a big fan because
he was basically begging me to plug it.
Yeah, he was.
So I was like, if I have to.
He didn't want to talk to you about running, which is fair enough.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this has been my house as well for a change. I'm probably thinking, whose house have we raided? But yeah, hope you enjoy. Go well, and you've got to go.
You've got to go.